gents, how are you today? I hope you are having an awesome day, and I have something fun to share with you. You know, one of my favorite subjects is classic fragrances, because I was there back in the day in the 80s and 90s, working in the industry, off and on. Anyways, here it is, like way in the future, and I can look back and go, oh my gosh, a lot of those fragrances are still around, and a lot of them are still good, and I have some of them to share with you today. So here we go. By the way, this is classics, super classics only. You know, none of those new ones that came out like, you know, in the last 20 years. This is prior to that. Here we go. Madame ROCHA, a classic fragrance that I blind purchased. I kind of hoped I would like it more. But it is a super classic, and I'm waiting for it to macerate, hopefully. But meanwhile, I've got it. I got my hot little hands on this, and this is a nice heavy cap, by the way. It's, you know, it does remind me a little bit. It's got a little bit of that Chanel No. 5 kind of thing to it, but it leans more towards Aquanet hairspray. So Madame ROCHA, I'm hoping that I grow to like it more, but no matter what, it is a classic and it is deserving of respect. Madame ROCHA. Classic YSATIS from Givenchy. This is my bottle from back in the day when I worked behind the counter. The rep gave me this bottle, and I still have it, and it still smells good. And by the way, new YSATIS still smells great, like this, to me, to my nose. You know, I think they did a pretty nice job if it's been reformulated in all these years, and I imagine it probably has. But yeah, YSATIS by Givenchy, a super classic that is available now, that is still just, you know, every bit that wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And I do remember back in the day it being a thing that men really liked YSATIS. I don't remember specifically getting compliments myself from YSATIS. I'm sure I did, you know, because I wore a lot of different fragrances. But that was a thing back in the day. Maybe who knows? Maybe they told me that. Maybe they told me that. But anyways, YSATIS by Givenchy, like a top classic. By the way, please write down below if you love any classics or super classics. I always love to know that, and I'm still, you know, I'm kind of going back to get some that I never got, some that I had from back in the day, but I also like to know about what are some of the other ones that I have never experienced, like Madame ROCHA. It's a super classic that I was never around. I don't ever remember it really being around. You know, it seems like maybe I must have tried it, but I don't have a specific memory of it. Classic Oscar de la Renta. I mean, it just doesn't get better. This is the beautiful white floral. And this is my new bottle. And I work for Oscar de la Renta as a promotional rep. So I wore it all the time. And plus I love the fragrance. I love the fragrance. And I think this newer bottle still smells as great as it used to. I know some people don't think that, but I do. So, Oscar de la Renta Original, the super classic. Oh, so loud, and oh, so, Bob Mackie. Yes, he was the costume designer. Not the. He's still here, he's still alive. You can still give him his flowers. But, you know, it's one of those super classics, and I'm glad it's still available. Bob Mackie Original. This is the only fragrance on this tray that isn't readily available now. It's hard to get a hold of, but it's one of my very top, it's my top 3 in my top 3. It is Fracas from Robert Piguet. I had to go to a clandestine meeting to buy this for still more than I felt was prudent, but I'm glad I got it because I love it. It's one of my favorites, and I used to sell it, and it still smells the same. I don't know how old this bottle is, but it still smells the same as it used to smell, because I did have to buy this pre-owned, and I don't really like to buy too many pre-owned fragrances, but this one was worth it because it's so hard to get. Fracas Robert Piguet. Piguet, Robert Piguet. And by the way, this is the tuberose gardenia. It's really, really special. By the way, it smells exactly like Versace Blonde, except slightly different. But Versace Blonde, which is discontinued, was another one of my signature fragrances. I mean, they are like this. By the way, like this. You ever wonder what's wrong with my hands? I have something called... Okay, it's part of the... I have lupus, which is a autoimmune. I discovered I had it a few years ago. Apparently it's the kind of thing that can sit dormant in your body your whole life, and then all of a sudden, who knows what happens, and crazy things happen. But long story short, I'm here, and I'm not really experiencing pain from this, so I'm really thankful about that. But what was the point? Why did I show you my hands? Now I lost my train of thought. That's okay, you know, it's probably good that that particular train derailed, because we should move on. No one will dispute the champion, grand champion. Paloma Picasso, baby. Paloma is taking over. Can I say this is like a dominatrix perfume? But I sold this one too. It is a powerful boardroom babe fragrance. And I think it's mostly the way it used to be. And there's something different about it, but I think I like whatever they changed. I think it's lighter now. Yeah, so Paloma Picasso, a super classic. I'm glad so many people are still die-hard fans of this one, because I am too. It is Le Breton from Nina Ricci, and I sold this one too. I'm glad it's still around. It still kept its price, really, too. It's a very carnation forward, classic white floral. And there's something different about it. There's nothing else like it. Isn't it? It is a stunning. I still think anyone can wear this. I think a young woman could easily wear this. This is not an old smelling fragrance to me. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous floral. L'air du temps from Nina Ricci. Did you write some of your favorite super classics down below? My nails tapping ASMR. Did you? Ah, another one I sold, really, oh, one of my early favorite, PACO RABANNE CALANDRE. Another one that's kind of similar to the Chanel No. 5 scent profile, but a little more lemony. Really one of my absolute favorites of all time. And it's not exactly the same as I remember. I bought this like a couple months ago, and it's not exactly as good as I remember, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping that it will macerate. It does happen sometimes, you know. But meanwhile, it's good enough as it is. It is good enough. I remember it. I have it now. I'm going to use it sparingly, you know, but this is my special bottle of Calandre, and it is a super classic. And, you know, I think it still smells great. I just think maybe it just isn't exactly the way I remember it. So, Calandre from PACO RABANNE, a super classic. FIDJI from LAROCHE. Do you know FIDJI? This is another one that was around when I never sold this one. It's just one of those beautiful, sophisticated fragrances. It's like a woody tuberose gardenia, really. It's a woody tuberose gardenia. I would say that's it. And if you've ever tried Norel from Norman Norel, which I also used to sell, I'd say they are kind of similar. I think someone told me that Fragrantica said that they're similar. And I would have to say, you know what? I think that they kind of are. But it's not Norel. I love Norel more than this. But it is another great, sophisticated, super classic that you just can't go wrong with. And some of these fragrances are more affordable now than they used to be back in the day, like Paloma Picasso, the FIDJI, and the Bob Mackie, most especially. You can find like pretty reasonable prices. And I've got 2 more in my Super Classics tray, but I want to thank you so much for watching today, and I hope that you will leave me a comment down below about your favorite Super Classics, because you know I love to hear that, because Super Classics are my thing. Okay, Cabotine from House of GRES. Oh man, I sold Dior, when I worked behind the counter for Dior at a department store. We sold Tendre Poison. Very similar to this, very similar. But Tendre Poison, to me, to my nose, was much stronger, headier, like a lot of Dior fragrances used to be. Just really, really like kind of Lancome fragrances. They're just usually very thick, and you know when you're putting it on, you're putting it on. That's the way my experience with Dior fragrances used to be before Bernard Arnault purchased Dior, and now fragrances they're different. There's a lot of other ones, and but anyways, yeah, Cabotine by GRES is a really sophisticated fragrance, very similar to Tendre Poison from Dior, if you are familiar with that. And I love this one. This is one of my new, like, I think in my top new favorites. It's just so sophisticated and sexy, but it's like, it's sassy. It's sassy. There's something sassy about it. Yeah, Cabotine from GRES. Classic house that used to be expensive and is now more affordable too. House of GRES. Well, anyways, this one. And my final one. Oh, I've had so much fun with you, my lovely ladies and handsome gents, and thank you for coming to see me again. And please don't forget to get outside today and smell some fresh air if you have a chance to. And meanwhile, I got another perfume for you. This is a super classic I sold behind the counter, and everyone knows someone who wore it. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's still available. It is ANAIS, ANAIS. Oh man. Now I want to tell you, there is another fragrance that smells similar to this. It is called Neige by YSATIS. It's a Canadian company, YSATIS, and Neige means snow. But it smells very similar to this, but I never thought of this as, you know, snowy. Yet, with the Neige, it does make sense that this could be, there's something, even though it's floral, there's something a little bit, I don't know, frosty to it maybe. But if you've never tried ANAIS, well, you know, it's a super classic there, and maybe you'll get a chance to, because it is very unique. I don't smell things nowadays at like Sephora that smell like this. You know. Thanks so much, my lovely ladies and handsome gents. I'll see you next time. Dance me out. Bye.